Good morning, Ozzy Road. God bless you, and I wish I could be there worshipping with you. I'll be there next Sunday, but this morning I'm speaking and leading worship at Bolton Lane. Thank you so much to everybody who was so generous and so prayerful about the trip that I made last weekend to Sabinov in Slovakia. With your generosity, we did some amazing things, and here are just a few of them. I went to Sabinov in Slovakia with Pastor Marek, who's the leader of Zoe Church that worship at Ozzy Road on Sunday afternoons. And some of his leadership team are also my friends, Victor, Bart, Zoltan, Peter, and on a later slide you'll hear Roman's amazing singing voice. Pastor Ronaldo is the pastor of the church in Sabinov. They serve one of the poorest Roma communities in the whole of Europe, and they serve about 1,000 meals a week to the local community, as well as helping them with many other things. This is the church in Sabinov. I first visited here in 2017, and 6 years later they've planted lots of churches, mainly in people's houses, because nobody will allow the Roma people to meet in their church halls or community halls. This is at the celebration of the launch of the first ever complete translation of the Bible in Roma. And here are some of the printed Bibles, the first time that the Bible can be read by Roma people in their own language. This is the church plant in Yarovnice, which is one of the fastest growing Roma churches anywhere. It's led by Pastor Ronaldo's brother, who's another Pastor Marek. Equally importantly, Pastor Marek was the main Bible translator. So this is where they stored the food and made up the food parcels, which we then took out to various places at various times using two large cars or vans. It was really cold and icy and slippery. With collections from Zoe Church and from Ozzy Road, we managed to make up 200 food bags, plus there were bread and potatoes in addition to what you see. The church is sandwiched between some Roma housing, which is just very bad quality, and a settlement that the local government established many years ago and then forced the Roma people to move into, even if they owned homes in the other part of the village. This is Pastor Ronaldo on the morning of hosting an international event in the snow and ice, setting up so that we could do a service before giving out the food parcels.
Make your mouth to
There was a really lovely worshipful atmosphere as people came for their food parcels. And this is the place where many people from Zoe Church, including Pastor Marek himself, have either lived or still have relatives living here. This is some more of the housing on the other side of the church where we also took food parcels. We went to a church plant in Stara Nabovna where nobody in the local community will rent a space to the Roma people, so they meet in somebody's home. Every room in this house was filled. Most people were standing. I think there were 100 people in this church. This might be the nearest thing I've ever experienced to what worship was like in the New Testament times under Roman persecution. I told Milan and his family they're like Priscilla and Aquila opening up their home, or like Paul in Rome when he was under house arrest, meeting in the home. It was a privilege to preach there, and to let you know that 26 of these people are being baptized on this Sunday, along with lots of other people from the church plants, all going to the church in Sabinov for this amazing baptism service, because so many Roma people are turning to Jesus and changing their lives and sharing their faith with others.